What up, figure freaks? Welcome back to the channel. Gingervitis75 coming at you with another action figure review. Today we are doing Mattel WWE Elite Monday Night War Greatest Hits, Ken Shamrock. Now, this is the last figure of the wave that I will be reviewing, going into the worst to first rating, including Gorilla Monsoon, who will wait to kind of do the review till we go through the whole wave. Don't know that much about Ken Shamrock, except for he was an early MMA pride fighter, fighting guys like Dan Severn and Don Fry. I think maybe he fought Tank Abbott. I'm not really sure. But, yeah. Pretty tough guy, I would say. Went into wrestling, from a different type of sport. We'll be discussing that later. Just looking at the box here, we got the rest of the wave. This is the final figure in the wave that I will be reviewing, besides the Gorilla Monsoon, which will be included in the rankings video. We got a little write-up here, as well as his stats. He hails from Sacramento, California. He is 6'1", weighs 243 pounds, and his finisher is the ankle lock. There he is, looking big and strong. He's not doing that great these days. I mean, that's kind of his own words. He seems like he's okay, but it says that he has patches of memory that he forgets, which is kind of scary. But yeah, we got the rest of the wave down here. Trying to think about what order it's going to go in, but we'll see. This figure is going to be very important to that. Hopefully, I am shockingly surprised and overwhelmed that this figure is better than expected. We got a little write-up. The world's most dangerous man proved to be as much a master of the squared circle as the octagon by defeating Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Career highlights include Intercontinental Champion and the World Tag Team Champion. So, there we have it. Little 411 on Mr. Shamrock here. Looks like the front of the box here, he's got the robe. He's got extra hands, and then, of course, the torso of Gorilla Monsoon. Let's open this guy up and see what Ken Shamrock is all about. All right, out of the box, we got Ken Shamrock here. Just to look at the torso piece, we got this little piece of plastic that kind of keeps the underbody up into the suit, or the coat, I should say. So the legs will snap up into there. Nice looking maroon color suit and tie. We'll set that aside, but the rest of the Build-A-Figure pieces that are now complete. Let's look at this guy, all decked out in red, very bright red, I should say. The paint so far looks pretty good. We got the soft goods robe here with the Shamrock in words, as well as the image. Kind of cool back there with the Shamrock and the little spiral thing kind of coming off of it. That's pretty wicked. But yeah, very red. Let's untie the robe and see what's underneath. It's gonna get sexy up in here. Dun-na-na-na. Uh-oh. Dun, 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 dun. So we'll kind of go through the articulation in his gear. Head, wibble wobbles, goes all the way around. Shoulders, of course, spins around. We got double jointed elbows, which is kind of hampered a little bit by these elbow pads. We got the tilt as well as the twist on the wrists. Cool MMA fighting boxing gloves there. Stomach crunch. We got the waist twist there. We got the red shorts that say Shamrock on there. Nothing on the back. He does the splits about like that. He's got the thigh cut. He's got the double jointed knees, which I am guessing is probably pinned. No, it is not. So we got pinless here, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, nice bright red knee pads. We got the boot cut, these kicker boots, and we got the tilt on the rocker there down at the ankle. So pretty nice figure. I like this buck. I'm just wondering, someday hopefully we will get the butterfly joints. That'd be kind of cool, just for more posability. Here we have the C gripper hands, and he's got the fists on there, and he's kind of a fists guy because he's a fighter. Articulation's decent, the look is good, paint is good. And I kind of like the bright red, you know. Some of these guys, you know, they got a lot of razzle-dazzle going on, and just not enough substance. This guy is a badass. Just another look at the robe here. So, nice figure. Nothing outstanding, just solid. I will probably keep him. Let's just rock into comparisons ASAP. We'll move this guy just over a little bit. And we're gonna bring in that Legends Shamrock, all in blue. And this is actually the chase. I think he was, his regular version of the figure was in green, but I got two chases. I think I sold the one in box. I don't know, I might still have it on my bookcase, but pretty much kind of the same look here. Yeah, same buck, same everything, except he doesn't have the elbow pads here. Let's see if this guy is also pinless. I don't know if I can get a peek down here or not. Looks like it is, but I'm not sure. This guy did come with the IC belt. Same head, I think. Yeah, it is. So, a little bit different on the skin color, but nothing to cry home to mama about. So put up your dukes. So we got that version of Ken. Another MMA fighter, wrestler. We got Brock Lesnar. I always kind of wondered, I don't know if these guys even fought. I think maybe they did. I'm pretty sure Brock probably won. If they did fight. I'm not really that familiar with Shamrock. I know he fought Dan Severn, Don Fry. I know he kind of got his ass beat a lot. He is not doing super good right now. It seems like, I mean, he seems in high spirits, but I guess his body is just fucking busted. We'll bring in another guy that kind of came from a different style of wrestling or fighting, and this is, of course, Kurt Angle. Older figure, probably about 5 or 6 years ago. I bought this guy when I just first started collecting. You know, he came from Roman Greco Olympic wrestling and went into professional wrestling. And this guy kind of went from Pride and UFC MMA and joined in wrestling. So, and they both did pretty well for themselves. We're gonna bring in The Rock, layeth the smacketh down. Now, there's a lot of talk about Ken Shamrock getting the facial from The Rock, just a straight up bam right to the face. And if you look it up on YouTube, you'll see it, but he gets a nice square headshot right in the head. And he's in interviews, he's like, yeah, I enjoyed it. And it's just like, what are you talking about, dude? So that's part of his problem nowadays, is I think he took too many chair shots and perhaps enjoyed them so much that he was like, keep them coming, because he took a few of them. So, I hope things get better. So, yeah, there's The Rock. All right, and I would call Ken Shamrock one of the tough guys, but there are probably some tougher guys. I seen an interview with Steve Blackman talking about this guy. That would be an interesting match, whether they're fighting or wrestling. I think it would be very entertaining. I love Steve Blackman, and I so wish that we got a Steve Blackman action figure elite. When he's got his little like Daredevil batons or whatever, maybe just a black sweatpants with the no shirt. Give him the soft good sweatpants. But one tough guy, if we had a Ming or a Haku figure, he would be included in these tough guys. But we're gonna have to bring in the tough guys that I got. Rick Rude, one of the toughest ever. Interesting question there. Who would win in a fight between these two? Now, Rick Rude was just raw, crazy power, but could he actually take on an MMA fighter? Now, I heard that this guy, coming from my home state, close to my hometown, he's in Robbinsdale. I grew up in Minneapolis, very close, with Mr. Perfect and a nice little handful of other wrestlers that graduated from Robbinsdale High. Smash from Demolition. Barry Darsow was one of them. Would Rick Rude have a chance against someone like Ken Shamrock? Gosh, I don't know. So that's a good question. And another tough guy, we got Booker T. And love this figure. Got this belt here. I'm very excited for that GI Bro. So yeah. I'm gonna give this guy a 6.5. I like the colors. Sometimes you gotta get two different colors for things to pop. Does this yellow pop on the pink? Not really at all. Oh, look at this. That's nice. Put your own picture on your own ass, Rick. But this red does pop, and I've seen it before. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like the Red Rooster, who we're getting another version of. It's basically just a redo of the original Red Rooster figure, which I'm very excited for, because I didn't want to spend I think the price went down. It was like up in the 80, 100 range, but now it's down to like 60, 55. But now I don't have to spend that $60, $55. It can just be the $25 plus tax. So getting that Red Rooster all decked out in that bright red. 6.5 on the Ken Shamrock. And that's it. So we're going to just go right into the comparisons of this wave here in the next video. So stay tuned for that. It should be coming right up, because I'm going to film it now. So check you later. Yeah, I'm a tough guy. Most dangerous man in the... What I'd like right now is for all you... Hey, just a little nitpick here at the end. So he's got these kick boots, and of course around the back the hinge is red and it matches up with the boots, but up here it stands out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? Or a thumb that's like got some really raggedy fucking nails. But it's that red really pops out. So I don't know if you could do some kind of like double chromatic molding with these hinges, where it's like one side is red and the other side is black, just so this stuff doesn't happen. But it's just a little nitpick. So there you go, guys.